Hi, I'm Bob Brubart with the Oracle Technology Network, and my guest today is Oracle ACE Director Ron Batra. Ron is Director of Cloud Product Solutions at AT&T, and in his role as a member of the independent Oracle User Group Cloud Computing Special Interest Group, he also heads the committee for the Cloud Computing track at Collaborate 2014, which is coming up 1 week from today, April 7th through the 11th in Las Vegas. How are you this morning, Ron?
I'm doing great, Bob. Thanks for the introduction. I'm all excited about Collaborate and trying to make sure all the speakers show up and the content is balanced and that kind of stuff, you know.
So tell me about some of the sessions that make up the cloud track at Collaborate.
Well, actually, on my blog, on the weekend, I put a list of them. We made another ACE director, Kai, you, and myself. Kai compiled a list of, it's a spreadsheet on Google Docs, and I just put it up on my blog. But we do have a rich. I would say, actually, I'm looking at it right now at the spreadsheet. We have about, I would say, over 20, 25 really good sessions, which I highly recommend. You know, we have one of them is by Sandra Cheevers. It's Cloud Odyssey, and it's a hero's quest, you know, which is really interesting. Then we have cloud sessions that talk about strategy. We have cloud sessions that talk about fusion applications. We have cloud sessions that also talk about engineered systems. And we also have cloud sessions that talk about the Oracle public cloud. So what we have is we have a very good mix because as we all know, Oracle's cloud strategy is evolving. There is a mix of public cloud offerings, private cloud offerings. There's a mix of engineered systems, and there are case studies, on how Fusion applications has been implemented. So what we did is we took care as we made the content. We made sure that we had a balanced content so that there was something in it for everybody. You know.
So there's a mix of sessions with regard to their focus on public or private cloud. Does that mix this year represent a change from that mix last year?
I think it's still about half and half. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is the public cloud sessions have definitely gone up more from last year. The sessions are not so much in how to actually go into the internals of database as a service. But most of the sessions today seem to be around exploring Oracle's public cloud, how to get, it's a broad perspective of not just one service, but all of the services available today in Oracle's public cloud, and then the services that are on the horizon to be appeared. So the thought leaders are talking about that. There is a session where somebody is talking about who, when, how, what, so they're saying, so we have good sessions. But we also have one session which is just on database as a service. So I think we have a very rich mix, Bob. We have database as a service, we have Oracle 12c, we have private cloud, we have Oracle's public cloud, we have Oracle's cloud strategy, we have Fusion applications. There are even some sessions on e-business suite, and looking at it from a cloud approach. How can you apply some of the cloud computing principles to e-business suite on premise? So I think it's a rich mix of sessions we have this year.
And are you presenting this year?
I am caught in the middle of a work crisis next week. So I was able to, Bashir Khan, another ACE director, was able to step in and take over some of the sessions from me.
Okay.
There were two sessions on Fusion applications where we were talking about tailoring Fusion applications using composers. And we were working with Tim Dubois who's in Jeremy Ashley's team. And we were going to talk about user experiences and relate that to how do you customize Fusion apps. So that's one session Bashir has taken on. There is a SIG meeting on Sunday that I will be attending, and that's part of the OAUG. It's the OAUG SIG meeting on Sunday that I will be attending. So I am seen right now as co-speaker with Bashir, but I have put the responsibility on Bashir's broad shoulders, and he has not let me down so far.
So will you be able to attend any sessions at the event other than the meeting on Sunday?
Well, there is a session by Sandeep Banerjee where he's talking about Fusion middleware in the cloud. He's an Oracle senior director, and I know from Sandeep has some really good stuff to cover. So I'm looking forward to that session. There is a session on high availability in the database cloud, and that's with 12C, and that's Kai Yu. And Kai is very good with high availability topics. So that's something I'm interested in, definitely. There is a session by Michael Corey called Virtualizing Databases, Doing It Right, and that's a generic session that talks about virtualization approach for databases. And Michael Corey is a good thought leader. He has some really good, outstanding papers. So that's another session I'm really interested in. There is one more session on how to best practices for running Oracle on Amazon Web Services. Oh, that's another aspect, Bob. What this year we have is we have public cloud, private cloud. We have sessions on how to run Oracle on Oracle's cloud. We have session on how to run Oracle on Amazon's cloud. So it has become a really interesting mix, because what is happening is that's what cloud is all about. It's pervasive. It can be run in many places, and that's what is we are seeing that trend right now. That we expect. I'm guessing that we expect next year we'll have deeper sessions on cloud, but we'll also have people will say, where are the 5 places you can run Oracle cloud?
All right. Well, Ron, I know you're having a busy day, so I'm going to let you get back to work. I've been talking with Ron Batra. He's an Oracle ACE Director, and he's the guy behind the cloud computing track at Collaborate 2014. Ron, have fun in Las Vegas.
Thank you, Bob. You have a good day, too.